Alright, let's see what the cards have for today. Something familiar. Ace of Swords at the bottom. You're getting clear about something in the past. Family situation. Maybe the kind of family that you want that's different than what you grew up with. But this heartbreak brought balance into your life and taught you compassion. In the past, were you emotionally blocked, right? Because of your upbringing, because of your trauma. Yeah. And that made you sad because you want this Ten of Cups. But your heart is so broken. You didn't know how to get there. But I feel like you brought yourself into balance over time. Yeah. You chose to go a different way. What you were using in the past wasn't working. And that's why you're now balanced. And that's why you're now having this whole new world. Is that supposed to be? Ace of Swords came out with the world peeking out behind this victory card. I'm sorry. Six of Wands. It's been a slow process. I feel like you're cutting out all of the habits and the things that used to happen in the past. And now you're content with it, just yourself. And that's allowing you to be open to new love experiences. Instead of all of this heartbreak and holding on to what you have, you're deciding to spread your wings, build new things. And that's creating a new beginning that's not sneaky and not leaving you on guard. What about this Six of Cups? Spread your wings, embrace. Yeah. You realize that is what your parents or your family had to give in that time. But if you want something different that leads to this Ten of Cups, you have to do something different. And that's what you've been manifesting. It started in the heart space. Why denial? Unhealthy cycles or addictions. I feel like you're saying no to unhealthy cycles. Yeah, you're saying no to unhealthy cycles. You're moving on to that happiness. And you're super focused with this obsession card. And you're releasing anything that is blocking you. And that's bringing you balance. And because you're now balanced with yourself, you now have new opportunities in love, new windows that you can, new avenues, new windows that you can look through, consider if these are the routes that you would like to take. And that's bringing you happiness, right? You're embracing things that are bringing you happiness and moving on from things that are not. But you're also learning how not to flow from an empty cup, right? You want it to be, typically when you see champagne towers, they pour from the very top to then fill the cups that are below them, right? You're learning how to fill from your overflow and not deplete yourself. And that's what's allowing you to manifest this new life, this new abundance, without any regrets, without wondering what could have been. And that's bringing you peace because you're accepting the now. And that's bringing you a soulmate because you decided to choose you and you rested in it. You got clear on the things that brings you passion in a relationship. Instead of looking at what didn't work, you're looking at what does work. And you're creating new avenues of love as well. And that's why this slow burn union is coming. Spirit is like, thank you for doing the work. I have a gift for you. And I feel like you going in within yourself allowed you to have the success to be content. You needed a lot of patience. A lot of trying and failing, trying and failing, trying and failing, trying and failing. But it feels like you're about to get it right. Because you were open to the change. But you needed to put down that, I don't know about y'all, but black mouths, I hate them, right? You needed to put that down. With this apology, I feel like you apologize for yourself for always being on edge, always feeling like you needed to go somewhere, right? Instead of allowing things to come to you, especially with this Lovers. With the stress at the bottom of the deck, were you stressed? These stayed. Message of love, transparency. Yeah. With this stress, resolving issues, strength, decisions, clarifying this Lovers. You don't want somebody that is going to come in and bring you this 10 of Swords, right? And you are changing you. Because changing you allows you to build strength and boundaries and determination and move towards what you want, right? And you got to try in order to know what you like and what you don't like with this decisions card. And your union will be blessed. Spread your wings. This one's going to be quick because I'm hungry and I'm tired. With this needs you, I feel like you needed to find out what you need, right? Because you have needs that are different than what your family needed. And that's okay to not want to receive the love that your family received. If you want a different kind of love, go after a different kind of love. And if they judge you for it, oh fucking will. Right? With this hold me and embrace, you need somebody who's going to be nurturing, who is outwardly loving. You don't want somebody who loves you behind closed doors and then in public they act like they don't know you. And that's why you're moving away from that. You don't get to pick and choose when you want to work. Yeah, strive. I thought that said starve. You don't get to pick and choose when you rock with me and when you don't rock with me, right? With this strive, I feel like it's just you building resiliency towards all those no's that you had to say, all those no's you had to accept, all those no's for things you really, 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 really wanted to work out, but you had to move on. Protected. Yeah. With this protected card and on top of moving on, if it destroys your peace and doesn't make you feel safe, you're leaving. And that's a good way to be. I want to feel safe in my relationship. I want to feel held. I don't want to feel like I'm starving for attention, right? Especially with this obsession, it could easily be an obsessive relationship when you're starved for attention. What else? But all of this had to happen in God's timing to get you to that promise. You got to know what you don't want to accept what you do want. I think you're getting clear about what you want what you want in life, especially with this my world. You're getting clear about what you want, and that's allowing you to be blessed. Clarity allows you to write the vision and tell God exactly what it is that you want, right? Especially with this expectation, you're being clear on what it is. It needs to be this, or I don't want it. And I think in the past you were just like going with the flow and allowing people to treat you any old kind of way because, like, I mean, at least they're talking to me, you know what I mean? At least I have a person. But your expectations have changed. What you want in life has changed, and that's okay. It's okay to change. It's okay to be different. You don't have to stay the same. Companies rebrand every so often. Grocery stores switch up their aisles every so often. It's okay to change. You don't got to be afraid to change. You don't have to be afraid of the abundance and the peace that you now have, even though it's unsettling and it's not something you're used to. And inside you kind of miss like that old you who had to deal with that because that was normal for you. But now you're seeing like, bro, with this peace, man, I don't never want to lose this peace. I don't care how afraid I am, how tired I am. I never want to lose this peace. And you finally have faith to find your soulmate. And you're taking inspired actions, especially with this rest. I feel like you finally have calmed your nervous system, have calmed yourself, have become one with what it is that you're seeking. It exudes through you, right? And you're going to be surprised about who decides to break their silence. Somebody's been watching you, admiring you. They see the changes that you're making. And this is on the bottom of the deck, this motorcycle and mine. They're on their way. Motorcycles move really quickly. They see that you've turned into your best self. I am working hard to grow, to rise, and meet you as your equal, your mirror. I know we will always grow together, but I want you to be proud of who I am today. Right. You're not falling in love with potential. You're falling in love with potential. Be what I need today. Right? Twin flame signs, they are going to be the yin to your yang because you've healed. You healed the parts of you that was seeking that denial, that was seeking those toxic traits. And now you're hopeful for a happy, positive love where you're always smiling. Everybody is smiling for the most part. You are truly seeking happiness, okay? And you are dancing. You are becoming one with the world. You are truly breaking free and letting go. And you had to forgive yourself to be open to the change. You had to forgive yourself to put those black and miles down. You had to forgive yourself to let go of those toxic traits. And you apologize for having regrets on the table for things you didn't do, but you truly want love, and you're like, okay, this is truly what I wanted, not all that other BS that I tried to cover up. And now you're having new beginnings, right? Somebody's gonna come in and spark your interest, and just keep following the things that make you happy and give you inspiration, because that's bringing you to love yourself and somebody to love you, because they see the healed version of yourself. And you dreamed about this for a long time, and it's finally here with this You Are Mine. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep healing, keep working on you, because that is truly bringing in happiness for you. The sun is shining on you. Maybe you need to wear red or orange. Go listen to some music, go dance a little bit, but things things are looking up. And I'm very proud of you for your journey, and I'm very proud of you for looking at the hard things and being able to say, no, I don't want this anymore. No, I don't like this. And being okay with walking away. Or if you don't walk away, being okay with others walking away from you and not feeling the need to hold on to them. Okay? You're walking away from this Ten of Swords and holding on to things that are hurting you. And now you're focusing on yourself and building. And that's a beautiful message. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.